the Bills are ready to rock, I would think, in front of their home folks after two trying games, one with a win and one with a loss. What is your sense of what happened in Baltimore with the Ravens and the aftermath of Harbaugh's decision to go for it rather than kick a three conventionally in that game?
I am shocked that Harbaugh is getting taken to task for that decision. Shocked. Rich, let me just ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hand the ball back to Josh Allen with 4 minutes to go and 3 timeouts for Buffalo. You want to hand the ball back to Josh Allen and say essentially, okay, you've got to make 50 yards, and you've been moving the ball, on this team. So all he has to do is make 50 yards to kick the tying field goal, and he's got 4 minutes and 3 timeouts to go 75 yards to win the game, which, I would not have liked those odds if I were John Harbaugh. And think of this. Okay, you're giving the ball to the Bills at whatever would be the 2 or 3 yard line if you don't make it, unless Lamar Jackson throws up a duck into the end zone, it's intercepted. Then they get it at the 20. And I'm not really criticizing Lamar Jackson. You got to take a shot in that case. But I always believe that when you throw the ball into the end zone in a situation like this, it shouldn't be anywhere close to a 50-50 ball because the interception is just too costly. You should throw it toward either the sideline or, the corner of the end zone to make sure that it's your guy or, it doesn't get completed.
Because he did have a couple of guys open on that play, and I just think, and Marcus Peters lost his mind as well. He was very upset about it. I just think it's tough in this day and age, despite having the knowledge and the gut, also along with the knowledge of analytics to explain to your team. Well, there was a 6% better chance of winning. If we went for it.
What would his team have said to him if they make the field goal? They hand the ball to Josh Allen, 4 minutes and 3 timeouts left, and Josh Allen goes down and scores a touchdown, and the Bills win. You don't think there would have been grumbling in that locker room? What are we doing? Why are we giving, the toughest quarterback running receiver? I don't know, Rich. This is one of those things that in my opinion, look, I see it one way. I'm sure a lot of people see it another way. I'm shocked that people think it was a bad decision. I just don't think it was.
Football Morning in America, Peter King, NFL Insider, Peter King podcast right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Is the seat hot for Frank Reich 2 days from now? Is this a must-win game against the Broncos?
I don't think so. I mean, look, there's no question that the owner is a tempestuous guy. He's not blowing up his team on October 7th. Yeah, I can't see it. Look, I don't know. Jimmy Irsay could do anything. And I'm not suggesting that he might do something. I don't think he's going to do anything. All I know is that being 0-2-1 in the division, halfway through your division schedule, has got to just be burning Jimmy Irsay. But I don't think I don't think it would be smart to try to do anything now. Look, it's not Frank Reich's fault that the absolute total strength of this team is the offensive line, and the offensive line is playing lousy, and that his most important defensive player, I don't think it's Frank Reich's fault that Shaq Leonard has basically been a non-factor in the first quarter of the season, and now might be out even longer. So, and again, I'm not absolving anybody of blame. I'm just saying let's look at this thing logically and figure out why they're not playing well. I think the one thing that you can really put on Reich and put on Matt Ryan is the fact that Matt Ryan has not gotten them out of many holes so far this year. And that is going to be something that's going to have to change. And again, 5 quarterbacks in 5 years. And I can think of a logical reason why they made every decision that they made. But still, 5 quarterbacks in 5 years is pretty hard to overcome.